welcome to your mid-month general reading. Long time no see. Yes, it has been a while. I know I've been gone for a little bit. I was on a retreat, so that kind of delayed me getting out the bi-weeklies this month, so I just decided to cancel those and go ahead and try and get your mid-month general readings out since it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been able to manage to fit those into my schedule. But I'm happy to bring them to you this month. I think it's the perfect month, really. Let me get this to stop jiggling. Thank you. So this is the general reading. It will cover the energies of the past, present, and future. The present being the moment that you view this reading. And as it is a general reading, it may not resonate with all of you. This is a reading for Taurus suns, Taurus moons, Taurus risings, Taurus is on the house cusp, and also if you have your Venus or Mars in Taurus. Let's see, what are the general messages and energies for Taurus at the mid-month, covering their past, present, and future, the present being the moment that they view this reading. What does Taurus need to know? What are the most important messages and energies that you have for the sign of Taurus? Taurus suns, moons, risings, Taurus on the house cusp, and also Venus in Taurus and Mars in Taurus. Please show me their past, present, and future for Taurus. And let's do one more here. I am using the Anna K Tarot today for those of you who are interested. Beautiful deck, and very appropriate for this time of year, I think. At least I believe so, in the Northern Hemisphere. So you have the Two of Swords reversed in your recent past. In your past, you have the Knight of Rods, clarified with the Seven of Swords. You have the Nine of Swords. Let's see if I can get the cards to cooperate with me today. They're a little bit maybe warped from humidity, because there's been some humidity in the air. We have Strength in your past. Going into the present, you've got the Queen of Pentacles, clarified with the Eight of Rods, the Nine of Cups, love to see the Nine of Cups there, beautiful. We have the Temperance card, and we have the Emperor. Beautiful. I like what I'm seeing, Taurus. I like it a lot. Especially your present situation. Going into the future, you have the Star in reverse. You have the Sun in reverse. You have the Six of Rods. And you have the Tower in reverse. Your outcome for October is the Three of Pentacles in reverse. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man as the overall theme or challenge of this reading. Alright, my lovely Tauruses. Now there is some wind in the background. You may hear that, because around this time of year, where I live, the winds start to pick up in the plains. So, not planes flying by as in like the Midwestern plains. So we do get a lot of wind, and that I'm right by a window here, so you might hear some gusts. It's pretty windy today. So I want to talk about your cards. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hanged Man, sign of Pisces. And you could be dealing with a Pisces, it's possible. But I'm seeing a situation here where you may not be able to take action, even if you want to. You may be in a situation where things are on hold. You may be in a waiting phase. But now is a good time to see things from a new perspective, to observe your situation as though you were, you know, an impartial stranger. Try and kind of step out of your shoes and see things as an outsider. What does your life look like? What has your experience been like? Usually this is a sign that it's not a good time to take action, but rather a good time to observe and let go and release yourself. You may need to release yourself from a situation, even if it means that things can't go forward, backwards, any which way. you just kind of got to stand still for a moment and really just take a look. So I hope that makes sense. We're going to get into the bread and butter here. Just turn my light on. And in the past, you have the Two of Swords in reverse. So I'm seeing a situation here where a decision was made. This could have been you making the decision. You or someone else was refusing to see something. And I think it was an emotional thing for you, maybe blocking out some emotions, or possibly, I kind of think of this card as either upright or reversed as conscious amnesia. So choosing not to maybe forget something or choosing not to see something because it's very confusing. Because maybe you don't want to see it or you're protecting your heart. Either way, I'm seeing that you decided to move forward anyway. You decided to make a decision anyway. It's kind of one of those things where you kind of had to, you made up your mind for now. I still feel like there's something that you kind of taped off. It's like you put red tape on it, or you put, you know how, like if there's a crime scene or something, I'm not saying you were involved in a crime, but there's yellow tape around the issue, or there's a lot of red tape, so you're not really able to go there right now. Some of you could be dealing with a fire sign. I'm seeing Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. You might have made a decision to turn your back on this person, or that you were choosing not to look at something. I feel like if you're involved with a fire sign, they're very sneaky. They're very, they can be very deceptive. This could be someone who's very deceptive, very strategic. I feel like this person is trying to take something that's yours, or they're trying to get away with something. Whether you're aware of this or not, I mean, someone here has their back to this person. I'm seeing that this person causes you a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry. There may even be times where you have trouble sleeping, because I'm seeing definitely like generalized anxiety, panic attacks. It could even be insomnia. So something keeps you up at night. But you have the Strength card here, sign of Leo. So I'm seeing that you're being called to be very courageous and very strong at this time. No matter who is doing what around you, no matter how anxious you feel, strength is a good sign, because it means that you're able to kind of contain those emotions. You're able to act. You're being very strong and courageous is what I'm seeing. You're full of integrity. You are taming the beast, essentially. You're not acting out of character. You're not acting out at all, and you're not repressing anything. It's just that you're being asked to be strong right now, and that's what you're doing. So you could definitely be dealing with a Leo, I'm seeing, or any other fire sign. I feel like no matter what they do, yes, it can be very anxiety provoking. It can cause a lot of worry and stress. But some kind of decision has already been made here, and now you're being asked to kind of stand in your truth, to possibly speak your truth, to control your emotions, and to tame the beast. If the beast is your ego, if the beast is you're wanting to act, you're being asked to have compassion now and to be very strong and confident in who you are. So moving into the present tense, which would be now as you see it, now as you are watching this video, probably would be now. I'm seeing some of you may be expecting a child, some of you may be a mother. I'm seeing you feeling very abundant, very caring, very down to earth. You're really taking care of your body. I'm seeing a lot of news, communication coming to you. This is positive, I feel. I'm also seeing people celebrating around you. I'm seeing a lot of wishes coming true, personal desires. All around the, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say all around the board here, it looks pretty good. I see a lot of healing for you now. I see that you can move ahead knowing that you did the best that you could. I'm seeing celebrations, food, wine, and friends, and lots of communications this week. So it looks really excellent. In addition to that, I'm seeing that you have really good boundaries at this time. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo or an Aries, or you have a strong male figure in your life. The Emperor is an interesting card because it really talks about someone who is not taking any bullshit, really no bullshit with the Emperor. He does things by the book. He is the king of all the kings. So very strong business person, very good boundaries, does things by the rules. It's really, if you're dealing with this type of person, this person's word is the Bible, because they are all about control, all about maintaining their power. So they're really pretty untouchable. If you're dealing with a Leo, if you're dealing with an Aries, this person will not budge. They're very stubborn. They can be arrogant and controlling, but they are the Emperor. So what they say goes. And this person can be the head of the household. They may be the person that makes the rules in your business organization. They're definitely a boss. So you're coming across as very strong-willed, very determined. Someone that has extremely good boundaries. I don't think you're going to let anyone touch you this week, Taurus. Going into the future, you've got the star in reverse, the sun in reverse. So I'm getting like the stars and the sun. These are all planets, right? The sun is the largest star, and then we have the star. So something astrologically happening here for you. Well, we know that Venus is going retrograde. As I'm recording this, it will be going retrograde in just 2 days. So there could be some stuff going on in your chart, definitely. We have major arcana here, so some bigger energies coming up for you in the future, and we also have the Tower in reverse. So let me address these major arcana. First things first, you may actually, some of you could be suffering from depression. This could be very subtle in the form of feeling hopeless or very pessimistic that things will get better. You may be faced with a situation where you really need to have faith, and I feel like a test of your faith almost, because Spirit is asking you to trust right now what you can't see, to believe even though you can't touch, to have faith that things will work out. This seems to be very difficult for you at this time, as you may be feeling burnt out. You may be feeling less than enthusiastic. There may be bad weather where you are, or there could be a situation where you or your baby or someone is hurting. I say baby because we have the sun here, so it could be child. You may be feeling hopeless that things will get better, that your sun will shine for you. But I am seeing that they will. In fact, I think that you're going to be getting a lot of positive recognition very soon. I'm seeing a lot of people cheering for you. I'm seeing that you acting honorably, Taurus. And if you're doubting that you're going to ever conquer this, whatever this is, your fears, your goals, don't doubt any further, because it's coming. It's definitely coming. You have a huge win coming to you. You have a big victory coming to you. I think that you're going to be looking good, feeling good pretty soon. So even if you're a little under the weather, if that's the case, things are going to turn around. Now, there is a situation here that is calling for your attention. Yes, it's telling me that there's a small emergency, but because you are, I think you're going to be more aware of how to navigate this. I I'm seeing that you're going to be dodging a bullet, so to speak. There's a need to shake things up. There's maybe a rumble in the jungle here. Your foundations are being shaken up. But what I'm seeing here is that you may choose not to work with others at this time. You may choose to be more independent. You may be asked to coordinate with some people or work together as a team or to support so-and-so. But what I'm seeing here is that maybe you didn't feel supported in the past, or maybe you don't feel like working with others right now or in the future. I'm seeing with the Three of Pentacles reversed, this can indicate difficulty in a team situation, difficulty working together in a relationship. Maybe you have found a situation where your values and the values of your partner or your significant other or your teammates aren't quite aligned. So it's going to be difficult for you to build on that foundation. So likely the way things would happen is you've got this success, but then boom, there comes the shakeup. As things are kind of jiggling and rumbling and you're feeling the tension, that's when you may realize that the people that are around you that you count on so much, they haven't been there for you, or they aren't working with you. So it'll kind of be interesting to see how this plays out. It'll be different for everyone. But I'm kind of seeing a situation where maybe you don't feel as supported as you feel you should. If you have to work with 2 or more people, or if this is a family situation, it might be that you don't feel like you share the same working values, or you're slightly focused on different things. There could also be some troubles with your work environment, definitely. But the Tower is here to say that we need to shake things up in order to move forward. So it's a very timely thing. I don't expect this to happen this week, but the following week, towards the end of the week. So how can you be prepared? I would say just as things are probably going really well for you and you're feeling really good, getting a lot of positive attention, that's when there could be a small emergency and a need to kind of look closer at what your foundation, what are you really building on? What are your shared values? Where do you stand with others? Do you feel that others aren't as supportive of you as you thought in the past? So it'll definitely be very interesting to see it. And of course, this could have to do, like I said, with another Taurus, with a work situation or a commitment. Possibly, if you have to wear a uniform and you're in one of these very kind of strict environments. For example, you work for the government, or you have to conform in some way. There could be some situation here that is calling on you to really examine how you work with others. Where is your support coming from? Do you really feel like the people that are in your life are truly being supportive of you? Why or why not? So definitely a good time to take a look at those structures and make adjustments as necessary, because just because the Tower is here and it's not upright, it just means that the destruction is still happening. It's just happening at a much slower rate. So you can definitely catch little mistakes now, but you have to probably, I wouldn't dismiss things. I would take them pretty seriously, especially small emergencies. Take everything very slowly, one day at a time, very seriously. So overall, your reading looks really good. I see actually some of the best energies I've seen so far. I mean, I'm only maybe not even halfway done with all the signs, but you have a really wonderful month ahead. Taurus, stay strong, be courageous. I think you're learning a lot about what you're made of, what your strengths and weaknesses are. I mean, you're going to be tested along the way, of course, but don't be afraid to let go and release yourself from people, situations, etc., where you really don't feel supported, or you feel that it's you know, a lost cause. Definitely stay away from crazy people. Fire signs may not be the best fit for you this month. You may, you know, want to be around water signs or more you need more support, I think, is what you need in your work environment or even in your fine personal relationship. So yes, Taurus, that is what I'm seeing for you. I hope you did enjoy your reading. Please leave me a comment below if you resonated, and feel free to reach out to me if you'd like a personal reading. I'd love to do one for you. Take good care of yourselves, and as always, many blessings, love and light.